What's going on, Ghost Squad? Trey here, the Ghost Tactical. Today we're going to discuss something that's been brought up to me quite a bit lately, and questions have been asked over the last several months. So we're going to go over a couple things that has to do with concealed carry insurance. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have insurance. I think if you're going to carry every day, I think it's wise to go ahead and get some sort of coverage. Now, the coverage plans that we're going to talk about today are 4 or 5 companies that are more well known. Obviously, there are a lot more out there, but we're going to talk about the more well-known companies, and we're going to talk about their base plans. Now, each of these companies offer higher levels depending on how much you want to spend per month or per year, but we're going to talk about the coverage at each company's base level. All right, let's dig in. Okay, so like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about 4 or 5 different companies that are national and more well-known. Today, we're going to cover U.S. Law Shield, CCW Safe, NRA Carry Guard, USCCA, and Second Call Defense. So the first one we're going to talk about today is probably the most popular and most well-known. It's from USCCA, the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. And like I said, at their base level, which is the gold level, it costs $22 per month. Included in this will be a $500,000 civil suit defense and damages coverage, a $5,000 upfront bail bond funding, $350 per day while in civil court, $3,000 for personal hardship coverage, and a $3,000 psychological support. Also, what you're looking at as far as attorneys go, you get to choose your attorney. You will be able to consult with them and figure out which will be the best attorney in your area, and they will help you on that, but you do get to choose your own attorney. It is covered up to $250,000 in criminal attorney fees. It will cover you in up to $2 million in civil defense attorney fees. It will cover any legal weapon. It will cover an expert witness. It does have coverage in all 50 states. They also offer 8 digital magazines a year. The 24-hour emergency hotline is available. Spouse and family could be covered with an additional fee, but they do have the options for that. One thing about the USCCA is they do have a firearm loss or theft protection. It is shared with the personal hardship coverage. So this is basically the information on USCCA. This is the company that I personally have for insurance, and it costs $22 a month, and it does cover a lot. USCCA is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, and most well-known insurance companies out there, and we're going to discuss some other ones here coming up. The second company we're going to cover today is the NRA Carry Guard. At the bronze level, it'll cost you $13.95 per month. It'll have $250,000 of insurance protection, $250,000 of civil protection, a $50,000 protection in criminal defense. It offers a 24/7 emergency hotline, and full coverage for your spouse is automatic. Some additional information for the Carry Guard is the bail bond premium coverage is included, and there is no limit given, so they will cover up to whatever your bail would be. You also get to choose your own attorney. The civil damages will be shared with a civil defense limit. Now, as far as the weapons that this will cover, it will cover any firearm, air gun, or bow and arrow. You will have access to any expert witness. It is covered in all 50 states. Like I said, there's a 24-hour emergency hotline. Your spouse is automatically covered in this. As far as compensation in court, you will get $250 per day. Personal hardship coverage will be some cleanup fees in there. And there is no limit given for psychological support. So that's the recap on the NRA Carry Guard. The third company we're going to talk about today is the U.S. Law Shield. Now, those of you in Texas, there is the Texas Law Shield. But we're going to talk about the parent company, the U.S. Law Shield. For a single adult, the coverage starts at $10.95 per month. You're going to have some zealous legal representation, 24-hour attorney-answered hotline, non-emergency access to independent program attorneys. Some more information about U.S. Law Shield is they're going to choose the attorney for you, so you may have some input, but they're ultimately going to make the decision on who's going to represent you with their coverage. The criminal defense attorney fees are covered with no limit, so that is a good thing. There's no limit. Same thing for civil defense attorney fees. They're going to cover it with no limit. As far as expert witnesses go, there is an additional fee of either $2.95 per month or $35.40 per year, however you want to pay. But if you want to be able to have expert witnesses, there is an additional fee. There is also an additional fee if you want this to be covered in all 50 states. Same price as $35.40 per year or $295 per month. As far as ongoing training and content, there are legal seminars in local markets. They do have the 24-hour emergency hotline. Your spouse and family could be covered with an additional fee, and that depends on which level you're going to be at. They do not cover any firearm loss or theft protection. They do not offer compensation while in court or personal hardship coverage, and they also do not offer psychological support. So that is the recap on the U.S. Law Shield. The next we're going to talk about is CCW Safe, and it does not have a monthly plan. It's going to be a yearly upfront, and it's $4.99 per year. Now, obviously there are different levels, but the base model is $4.99 per year. You get up to $1 million in bond, up to $1 million in civil damages. There is no cap on criminal or civil defenses, and the family is covered while inside the home. Some more information: just like the U.S. Law Shield, you might have input, but ultimately they will choose the attorney that will represent you in court if you have to have that. Like I said, there are no limits for criminal or civil defenses, which is great. They do not cover any civil damages, unfortunately. Any legal weapon is covered. An expert witness is covered with this plan. There is a 50-state coverage also with this plan. There is not any ongoing training or content. You will not be able to receive any seminars or magazines. They do not do any of that. But it is available in all 50 states, and there is a 24/7 emergency hotline. The spouse and family is not covered at the base level, but it will be covered at higher levels, so you might want to check into that if you're interested in your family or spouse being covered. As far as firearm loss or theft protection, they do offer a replacement program, and you'll have to check in with that depending upon what level you get into, but they do offer a replacement program. They offer $250 per day for compensation while in court. They do offer up to 10 sessions of psychological support. So once again, guys, this is CCW Safe. And our last company that we're going to talk about is Second Call Defense. Their entry level is $9.95 per month. Included in this, you'll get some financial support for your legal representation retainer. You'll get financial support for your bond, a 24/7 emergency legal hotline, and a training and education newsletter. To kind of dive into this a little bit more, what we're going to talk about is the bail bond premium coverage is up to $25,000. As far as choosing the attorney, you get to choose the attorney that you would like. Obviously, they will help in consulting you, but ultimately, you get to choose your attorney. Criminal defense attorney fees will cover up to $150,000. Civil attorney fees will be covered up to $1.5 million. They will cover up to $300,000 in civil damages. Expert witnesses are also covered in this plan. As far as your spouse and family being covered, they can be covered for additional fees, so you might want to check out those fees. Firearm loss and theft protection, they have a replacement program. They do have ongoing attorney access. You can receive up to $500 per day while in court. They will have $2,000 in cleanup for personal hardship coverage. And as far as psychological support, they have up to 41-hour sessions, which is pretty amazing. So that is Second Call Defense, guys. Well, I hope this video helps you a little bit in trying to figure out, should you want to get into the market of carry insurance. This might give you some information on the different companies. Now, once again, there are many more companies out there that offer concealed carry insurance and firearm insurance. This is just some of the ones that I've heard of and have dealt with. But please do your own research and find a company that works best for you, for your budget, and for your needs. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Oh, hey guys, sorry, didn't realize the video was over. Just doing a little cleaning real quick. But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Maybe even subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. If you don't like the video, then go ahead and leave us a comment down below and tell us why you didn't. We'd love to hear your feedback. If you really like the video, then we ask you to go check out our website, www.ghosttactical.us. You can find all of our social media links. And after that, go ahead and check out a couple videos over here. Guys, thanks for watching. Simplify.